Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm opening some Miniverse Make It Mini, the Batman series. So I ordered 5 of these from their website. There are pencil marks on here, but the little place I looked for cheats, it said that they were inaccurate. I did roughly look at them and none of the pencil marks lined up, so I at least don't have duplicates. So this is what the container looks like. I thought that was pretty cool. They were really hard, for me at least personally, to open. I struggled with them. The first one I opened, it was kind of like still hinged, and I don't think it's supposed to be hinged. So I think that's why I was struggling. The other ones became easier to open, but I would say at least half. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even get this open. And I was trying to be gentle because I didn't want to completely destroy my nails, but I did get the lid open. This is how it comes inside. So you get one thing to build and one comic. There's 2 different types of comics. You can either get one in a plastic sleeve. You could flip through it and see pictures in the comic book, or my personal favorite is a comic book in a really hard plastic that you cannot open. And I think those are the more collectible ones, or the ones that I would be more excited about if I were collecting these. So we'll look at the checklist. One side shows you all the options. The other side has instructions for what you're building. So I did get the grappling gun for my first one. And then these are the comic books. So perhaps the negative setback for this, if you want to collect all of the comic books, you're going to have a ton of bat signals and Batmobiles and grappling hooks. And, there's only 4 things to build. So there's not much variety in that, and it's going to be hard for the people that want to chase like every single comic book. But the paper instructions, it tells you how to replace batteries. There's only batteries in the bat signal, which is right there. That one looks really cool. And then it also shows you how you can stack the containers. They slide into each other, and then you could also mount the comic book on the inside of the capsule. It shows you that as well. So inside here we have some pieces. I saw string and I'm like, oh great, I get to tie something. I don't know why, I hate tying things. And then the inner components, and then lots of things come on these, I don't even know what you call them, but they're very easy to snap out. For the most part, if you just gently twist on them, they pop out pretty easily. And then my first comic book, it was one of the hard plastic ones, but it was in there so snugly. It took me a minute to get out of there. I was struggling. And I think that kind of set the tone for this entire video. I ended up not really being impressed other than the comic books. So here's the first one I got. Love it. I did see someone open one of these and they said there's nothing on the pages. But the other ones that are in just a removable sleeve, there is stuff on the pages. So no way I'm going to damage that. And then it does snap in here. So you could display it inside the capsule if you choose to do so. Very cool. And then, like I said, the capsules snap into each other. They have the little marks on the top where they just slide in. At first I put it on backwards and then I removed it, and it took a second to get it to slide in the groove. But once it's in there, you could like shake it around. It's stuck together pretty well. So that would be cool if you had a whole bunch of them. You can do that with it. All right, so building the grappling gun. I don't enjoy building things like this, if I'm being honest. So I did this one, and then the next one I was like midway through, and my husband came in. He's like, do you want me to help you? I said, yep, and I walked away. He's much better at that. He has patience, and I don't. I'm just used to things like snapping together pretty easily, but these you really have to line everything up. If you're trying to snap it together and it's not snapping, most likely you have it backwards, upside down, not quite lined up. So don't force anything because you might break it. These pieces right here were pretty sturdy, but some of the other pieces later on were more flimsy, so you don't want to bend anything. And there's one thing I found in the instructions, which we'll get to here in a little bit, that I thought, not that it's a huge deal, but maybe they should have explained it better. Because it's just pictures, and it took me so long to put this together because a lot of the pieces, they all look the same. To me, in my brain. That I'm just like, okay, they're all little tiny black pieces, roughly the same size. So you really have to compare, okay, this part juts up, so it goes here. So I just don't enjoy that. And yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle. But I eventually got it together. The first part was easier, and then these pieces go on the bottom, and then they go on the top. So it all makes sense once you get in there and start doing it. It's just, I don't enjoy stuff like this, if I'm being honest. So once I got that part in, I was trying to put on the bottom, and I was like, nope, that's not even the right piece. It goes on the top. Again, a lot of the pieces look the same to me. So it wasn't going on nicely, and then I realized it wasn't the right way. So there are these itty bitty holes. You got to line them up just exact. And like I always say, I have a camera in between my face, so it takes a little bit extra longer because it's not where I would normally be building it from that angle. So now I got to do the bottom pieces, which again, to me, looked exactly like the top pieces. And then you have your string that you're going to tie one end to the gun and one end to the hook. So I don't love that the string was wrapped around there because it has a bunch of kinks through it. And I also don't love that they didn't point out where I'm tying it. I really shouldn't be tying it there. I should be tying it on the other end. The hook only goes in the gun one way. Picture a circle, and then one side has a little line jutting out, so it looks like that, and it has to snap exactly in there. So I had a 50-50 shot, and I tied it to the top and not the bottom. So I would put it in the gun so you know which way it's supposed to go, and then tie the end that's at the bottom. And again, I'll show that in a better view here soon. But yeah, it goes at the bottom. There's a little loop in there. I don't even know why I stopped to tie it when I wasn't even done building the gun. So just snap that on there, and then the two pieces, when they come together, there's a loop, and that like holds it together as well. That's what it looks like up close. I used the entire string and then just snipped off any extras from where I tied it, and I just double knotted it. There might be a nicer way to do it, but that's how I did it. And again, I think it looks wonky just because you can see all the bends in the string from where it was tightly wrapped. So I wish they would have just like looped it and just thrown it in the bag. I feel like that would have been better. You could probably get it wet and like place something heavy on it, and maybe that would get some of those bumps out. So that's just the look that I think is goofy. So here I am putting it in there, and see how the string's at the top? It should really be on that bottom one. So I just took a tweezers and untied it. And you can see it's also not jutting out. So I showed my husband that. He got it to shoot, and it shot several times. And then when he handed it back to me and I was going to film it to show you guys, it wasn't shooting again. So I think just a little bit of pressure, like that tightens it. It just, sometimes it shoots, but most of the time it doesn't. So being that this was my first one, I was like, not really impressed. Let's see what's in capsule number 2. Again, a little difficult to open. I always try to squeeze and pull. Normally just squeezing these, they pop right open, but this was a unique shape than what we normally have. And in here, super excited. I could instantly tell it was a new one. And at first when I took this off, I'm like, what in the world? And I was like, oh, it's the Batmobile. So I think this is one of the better builds. But again, I was getting a little frustrated with one of the pieces in here. It was not snapping nicely. So my husband came to the rescue and he put it together. And I went off and did other things. Like, it took him a while to get it all together. And then it wasn't like rolling correctly. So he had to like readjust stuff. So I mean, that's stuff that doesn't bother him, but I was like, So here's one of the paper ones that's not in those hard plastic sleeves, so you can remove it. and slide it out. And that white piece in the back is just a thicker, almost like a cardboard, so it doesn't bend. And then it's really thin. There's like maybe 10 pages, if that. But they do have, you know, the comics on it, the pictures. So that's pretty cool. Thought that was neat. So here's the instructions. So the Batmobile seems pretty simple. The main component of the car is already built. This first piece right here that I'm breaking out, it's like the frame that goes over it, very flimsy and bendable. That part was easy to put in, but I felt like when I was snapping other pieces into it, I was squeezing the heck out of it, and certain areas didn't line up as flawlessly as I would have preferred. But the next step after you put that frame on is to put the tires on. The bigger tires go in the back, smaller ones go in the front. And in my opinion, they were very hard to put on. You had to push and use force, and I felt like I was going to break something. I didn't break anything, but I just thought it felt more difficult than it should be. You can see my little frustrated hands. But I did get that on there. And then the next part is easy. You just snap that in the back. That's probably the easiest part of this whole build. And the next part is about the time I gave up and my husband came in. So this snaps in the front and then 2 pieces in the back. The 2 pieces in the back towards the steering wheel, super easy to pop in. But that one that goes over the front, I had to reposition that thing probably 10 times. If I got it to sit in the front, when I went to go snap it in the back, it wasn't fitting. So he took over and he stamped it together because it was no longer an enjoyable experience for me. But I like reviewing all the Miniverse stuff and giving my opinions just so you know what you're getting into if you choose to purchase this or if you're on the fence about purchasing something. You can see his hands pop in the corner. He's like, just give it to me. There's little tiny areas that it snaps into, and this is what it looks like when it's done. I think it looks really cool, and it's a sturdy piece once you get it pieced together. And of the 3 builds I got, this was my favorite. So, very cool. And it rolls a little bit, and the tires are like rubbery, and then the mat that I'm rolling on is silicone. And he's like, well, that's because, you know, it's not rolling nicely. But I tried it on the table and I'm like, it doesn't really roll nicely. So here's the third one. This time around, I got the batarang. So again, that's 3 different builds that I got. I didn't find the bat signal, spoiler alert, but that's okay. I'm glad I got to see most of the builds. We got another comic book. It looks like Bane on the front. Is that supposed to be Bane? I think it is. Another sealed one, so happy to have that. Those are the ones I prefer. And then again, the instructions. These were pretty simple. I went ahead and let him build it, but I felt like it was less steps than the previous ones. And there's 2 little things that you're going to see here. I do have some comments to make about the instructions, but I did have to pop all these out. And sometimes it's like, is this a piece or is this just a part that's holding it in there? So I just kind of gently wiggle stuff and it comes out. And yeah, lots of little pieces for this one. Probably more stuff to pop out than the other builds, but not too bad. They also give you a clear display case that snaps together to hold it. So here's the first step. I went to go line them up and I was like, you could build it if you enjoy doing this. So I handed it off. But here's the display case, what that looks like, the little stand. And there's this piece. The wings do move in and out. So you can reposition them, which is kind of fun. Now this part, you could put this one on a stick or leave the stick off and just put that little tiny part in. You can't do both, one or the other. So here's what it looks like with the stick on it. And every little wing moves in and out, so you can expand them up if you want to. So that was pretty cool. They're all posable. And I like that look. But like I said, if you take the stick out, you can put that other piece at the bottom. And once I got that in there, I thought it was difficult to get back out. Again, just handed it off because didn't want to mess up my nails. But I think that's pretty cool. And I like that it has moving pieces. So then that's what it comes with. So I took that piece back off to put the longer pole on it. So that slides through there. And then that one can kind of just sit in front. It looks all right. I was having flashbacks of the Lord of the Rings series because I didn't really like those weapon stands either. But that is what it looks like. Next capsule. We got another paper comic book. And a duplicate build. So that's the one we just built. So I will not be building that a second time. But we can look at the comic book. I thought this one was cool. I guess it's supposed to be a zombie Robin because you could see he has the Robin costume, but it's like a skull. I don't know. I thought that was pretty neat. And that one's another paper copy. And then I checked the back of the checklist just to make sure, even though I knew it was what I just built. I didn't want to overlook anything. And the last capsule. Got another thick plastic comic book, so I was excited for that. And then it was another gun. That was the first thing we built. Again, I like to double check. Obviously, it's not the bat signal, but that would be something I would do. I'm like, oh, it's a duplicate, and it really isn't. So just had to double check. It was the grappling gun. And then the comic book. The case that went over it, just the cardboard case, was a little smashed up. But I thought this was cool. So it's the same comic, but one is in the case. So I guess technically I got a duplicate, but not really because there's two different versions of it. So happy to have that. So here's everything laid out. We have the 3 of the 4 builds and then 5 unique comic books. So overall, pretty cool. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. I feel like, I guess if you don't like Batman, you're not going to collect this, but since I just like miniature things, I really enjoyed the miniature comic books. I think those are super cool. I will link below where I got these. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.